it's Tony freaking Fonte. How you doing? I show people how to gain more freedom and passion in their lives using the healing frequency of laughter. That's what I do. I don't know what that was, but it sure made me laugh. And going with the flow and having more fun. It's all about having more fun in life no matter what's going on, and I teach people how to do that by using the healing frequency of laughter so they can laugh through life, baby. All right, today's message, I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going to share the story about how my wife's death saved me. Yeah, how it saved me and how I'm so absolutely grateful for her death. I'm also going to share with you how death is actually an opportunity to be used for our highest good if we choose and allow it to.
What the hell did he just say? Oh man, he got that one going so bad. My hat came off. Damn, spent my water everywhere. My hat fall off. I surprised my teeth didn't come out that time. Did he just say he's grateful his wife died? How it was used to save him, and how death is good for our highest good? Whoa, he really hitting it, getting to that juicy blow. God damn. Whoa! I want to hear more, don't you?
I've been waiting for the world to spin my way. I've been waiting for a glance at the sun.
Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Here I am. I'm still here waiting for you. Glad to have you back. All right, I'm going to dive right into the story of my wife's death. And I'm going to share with you, like I said in the intro, how her death saved me. And how I've learned and I've experienced how death is actually an opportunity to be used for our highest good, to evolve us. It actually has a purpose. It always has a purpose, no matter how tragic it is, no matter how young a person may be, or old a person may be, it is actually used for our good when we allow it to be. When we choose to allow it to evolve us, to expand us, to raise our consciousness, to heal and move forward, it's actually used for our highest good. Now, let me get into the story briefly of my wife's death. I've shared many times, even when I'm speaking live, in live or online, and in some videos about my wife's death, and how scary it was and how traumatic it was. But the one thing I haven't shared, or I don't think I've shared it to this deepest level, is what I'm talking about here in the intro and the title of this is how it saved me. And I know you might be going, how the fuck can a death save you? Let me get to the point here. And then I'm going to tie in all the pieces so you can actually see the divine timing, the divine work of it all flowing and how it worked. And as I healed and as I grown, I was like, holy crap, I can finally see it. I can finally see how she saved me and how all these different parts played their part in my saving. So in 2011, February 2011, my wife passed away unexpectedly from an overdose on prescription drugs, prescription medicines. It's an accident. Obviously, she was taking them, but it was an accident. It didn't take them to kill herself, but it did kill her, obviously. And I was left at that point to raise my then 5-year-old daughter, who's now a beautiful young lady. She's 15, almost 16 now. I'm raising her for 10 and a half years, and it's been absolutely amazing. But it wasn't always amazing, because the first several years, I struggled. I struggled really hard. I had a lot of anger. I grew up with anger, but I was very angry. Very, very angry, and I was very insecure, and I was so scared that I wasn't going to be able to raise my daughter, that I wasn't going to be able to take care of her, that I was going to project all my anger onto her and my insecurities and all that, and I did for the first several years, especially during homework time. Some of you parents could probably relate to the homework. What do I call it? I had a name for it at one point. Homework psycho, that's what it was, homework psycho, when we go crazy over homework. But it's really our own insecurities.
He said homework psycho. That's the truth, though, unless you know how to get back into your juicy flow, your sexy, juicy flow. Woo! Then you don't have to worry. Oh, it turned a ball again. Then you don't have to worry about that homework cycle. Because you, with your truest form, you get that flow going, baby. Woo! All right, let's get back to the message. That was funny right there. And powerful. Hold on.
And I remember that I would get so freaking mad at her because she wasn't applying, or I thought she wasn't applying, and I was doing the same shit that my dad did to me. And then she would start crying, and then I get pissed off because she's crying. Why did I get pissed off she was crying? Not because she was crying. It's because I couldn't stand the fact that she was crying, she was showing emotion, and I caused that. So then all I knew was to get mad at her. So then I would get pissed and say, get the hell out of here. I'd throw stuff across the room. And I was mentally, emotionally, and sometimes physically abusive to her. And then I got remarried after my wife's death, and that was a very unhealthy relationship, both of us. And I've shared that before in other videos. And that came to an end. And I had the enough awareness to go, okay, in all my marriages, I've been married 4 times, widowed once, divorced 3 times. Used to have a lot of shame, a lot of guilt with just that fact right there. 4 times to be married. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I've learned, and as I've done my healing, my spiritual awakening journey and my spiritual journey, I've learned why I did all those things. Because we do things, human behavior, we do certain things based on the beliefs and the stories and the traumas and the pains that we hold on to. And I can do this for a whole other message. And this is a lot of the work that I do, is helping people walk through that, using laughter to make it a little bit lighter, so the process isn't as painful, so that they can laugh through life and have more fun in their relationships and have more freedom to express themselves in relationships and to do what they love and create a life that they love. And they always dreamed of but didn't realize they can do that. And you can have fun no matter what the hell is going on in life, whether life world is falling apart. Anyway, so I get to this point and I'm like, I got to do something about this anger. I've tried everything. I've done coaching. I've done therapy. I mean, I was doing a lot of different things. And I've done a lot of things. And I thought I did all of them. I even had a pastor at the time tell me, right around that same time, it might have been before, it might have been a little after my last ex walked out. It doesn't matter the time frame. But anyway, I remember him saying, because I was trying to overcome this anger, and he says, Tony, you may be angry your whole life, but just keep giving it to God, and He'll give you strength to get through it. He'll give you strength to walk through it as you do. And I remember sitting there going, feeling completely defeated, feeling completely deflated, going, oh my gosh, I thought there was hope in that God, the God of religion. I thought there was hope that I could overcome. And here he was telling me, no, you may not overcome it. You may have it your whole life. The rest of your life, you may have it. But it's okay. Keep giving it to something outside of you, and all is well. Even when you screw up, you just keep giving it. You keep doing it. Keep doing it. No matter how many times you get angry, you just keep doing it. And you may get angry the rest of your life. And I remember sitting there finally one day after defeated, sitting there going, why the hell would God want me to suffer? More importantly, why would He want my daughter to suffer? I mean, there were days, I was telling someone this just the other day, that there were, pretty much every day, not there were days, it was almost every single day. You had no idea what me you were going to get. My daughter was on eggshells. She was scared. She loved me, but she was scared. She didn't know what side she was going to get at me. One minute you can get to laughing, having fun, goofing around, Dad. The next moment you can have this freaking screaming, angry, abusive dad. And that could happen multiple times a day, that I would go back and forth. And I would wake up every day. Tony, don't get angry today. God, please help me. Give me the strength. Give me the strength not to get angry today. Give me the strength to make it through. And I live with that fear. I live with that battle, that war on myself, not wanting to get angry. And guess what would ultimately happen? I would get angry. I would lose my shit, and I would be abusive, or verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically, sometimes all of them, not always, but sometimes. And then I would beat myself up. God damn it, Tony. You got fucking angry again. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is not what you want. Why do you keep doing it? God, why do I keep doing this? You said you would help me. Give me the strength at least to make it not as bad. I mean, I was even trying to settle. Please don't make this as bad. If I get angry, please don't make it as bad. Help me. I kept putting everything outside of me because that's what I was taught. Everything's outside of you. God's outside of you. You don't have the power, but God can give you the power through Jesus. So that moment, X walks out. I'm sitting there trying to figure things out. I'm tired of getting angry. I'm exhausted. I'm worn out. I am drained. I feel so defeated. Well, shit, my brother and my dad struggle with anger. My whole family just is destroyed by anger. So maybe that's just me. Maybe I am destined. And then the pastor told me, I thought there was some hope, and he said, nope, may not be. And then I heard this little voice in my head. Yeah, I hear voices. I hear this little voice in my head. And it says, Tony, your daughter is going to choose a guy like you someday. And she's going to marry that guy. And I've shared this before in videos too, but for those of you who are new, just watching this one, here we go. She's going to choose a guy like you someday and marry him. If she were to choose today, would you be happy with that choice? And I felt my heart sink. Knot in my stomach. Tears welling up in my eyes. And then I got angry. I said, oh, hell no. I'd kill him. I would kill that guy if he treated her the way that I'm treating her. Then that voice whispered back, well, Tony, you got some work to do. She's watching you. After I picked myself up off the ground, crying, I said, I'm going to defeat this anger. All I wanted to do was deal with anger, to break the cycle of anger. To break the cycle. That's all I wanted. I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to be the happy, the funny, the goofing around dad that I always knew I was, and had parts of that coming out on a daily basis. I wanted that the majority of the time. So I poured myself into figuring out anger. I bought books. I bought courses. I mean, I went through everything just to heal the pain. I had no idea the rabbit hole I was going down and the journey that would take me on to get me right here today. The healing journey, the spiritual awakening journey. Now, a year after I did that, I got to a great point. That's when I wrote my first book. That's why I said it's outdated, because in 1819 is when I really began my spiritual awakening journey, where all my beliefs, all my religious beliefs just became completely unraveled. I experienced new experiences. I started feeling things. I started experiencing gifts, spiritual gifts I did not know I have. And I started understanding the truth of who we all are and who I was at that moment. Going, holy shit. And I've been on a rapid freaking rocket ship since on my spiritual awakening journey. That got me to this point where I can laugh through life. Got me to the point where I started gaining more freedom back in my life and in my relationships. I have an amazing relationship with my daughter now. I have a relationship with friends, intimate. And I get to do what I love. I get to travel and create my life how I want to, which is fun. And I get to manifest it how I want to manifest it. And it's exciting because I get to sit there and go, ooh, what can I manifest today? And anything that doesn't show up is because I'm blocking it, and I get to work through those blocks using the healing frequency of laughter. The same thing that I teach. And I've gone on a journey in evolution. But it was back in 2019, I realized the truth of why my wife died and how she saved me. and how all the dynamics happen. Because my wife struggled with depression. She struggled with a lot of inner turmoil. And her ultimate freedom, her ultimate expression of who she was, her ultimate enlightenment, awakening, and raise in consciousness was to transition to the other side. It was the easiest way for her to transition straight over. And I put the pieces together one day. I was like, holy crap. My wife came here to meet me, to get to a point. Obviously, we had our own journey before we got there, but this is just the cliff notes. She came to this planet to experience what she experienced. I came here to experience what I experienced, to give me a daughter, to then die, for me to raise her, to save me from my own pain, my own demise, my own death and hell here on earth, to then fully awaken and resurrect to the truth of who I am. And she had to give me a daughter. If I had a son, yeah, I know damn well I wouldn't have changed. It was precisely, divinely, perfectly timed and aligned. I had to have a daughter. She had to die for me to wake up, to finally heal, to break generational cycles, to heal generational wounds, ancestral, societal wounds, to get here, right here, today, doing what I do. That's the beauty of divinity. That's the beauty of death.
Wow, that shit getting deep. I'm gonna have to sit back and take it all in.
And when you open your mind and you open your eyes to the fact that death is not here to hold us back, death is not here to hurt us, God is not here to hurt us. And I mean, you can use that as creative intelligence, source, whatever you want to call it, whatever you relate to and align to. I'll often refer to it as God. And I don't know why I keep explaining this in damn videos. I just say God. You know what I'm talking about. Take the term and figure it out for what you relate to. We are one with God. We are one, created in the image and likeness of God. That power is within us, therefore we are that power of God. And we have the power to create, and we have the power to let every experience, including death, to evolve us, to grow us, to expand us, to gain more freedom, to heal on an expansive level, to release the hidden pains, the traumas that we're holding on to, that we all have and have experienced.
Whoa, all right. God damn, he's really getting those shockers going. Woo, he's shocking you to your soul with that powerful truth. Woo, oh my goodness. He got me all whirly up in here. Shit, well hold on, let's get back to it. That message is too good. I don't want to keep taking from it. Damn.
To experience more of what we want and to let go of less of what we don't want. Death is an opportunity for our highest good. It doesn't matter if it's a child being lost. It doesn't matter if it's a husband, it's a wife, it's a grandparent, it's a mom, it's a dad. Death is for our highest good, whether it's taken by cancer or car wreck, drug overdose, war, and any other form of death. It doesn't matter how. Yes, it's tragic. Yes, it's painful. Yes, we grieve because we love. But we can also use that to expand us, to grow from it, to heal from it. We don't have to hold on to it continuously. Because we have this belief in the societal and the ancestral belief that if we got the only way we can hold on to their memories, to hold on to them. But yet we suffer when doing so. And we don't have to suffer. We continue to grow and evolve and expand. And to who and why we're here. And to do and to use that death, to use that experience to expand not only ourselves, but humanity in itself. Like I'm sitting here right now, that might be the same way, but you have the ability to share in some form or fashion to help yourself, help your community, help people around you. And I always say that to someone when they're ready. At that point, there's a purpose to death, always. And when you're ready, it will be revealed.
Preach it. Preach it, my soul brother. Preach it, my soul brother. Woo!
In the beginning, it's not going to, because you got to go through the grieving process. And you may have grief pop up for the rest of your life. That's natural. Doesn't mean it has to be painful. Doesn't mean it has to be long term. I still get sad. But I honor her differently. Because I know she's not far away. And that's going to be another video as well. So instead of looking into the victim mentality of holding on to the death and the pain of that, because that's really what we're doing, holding on to the pain is a victim. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, because there's not. I'm just stating a truth. When we prevent it from moving forward, when we're holding and staying in the pattern of the pain, and continue the cycle of pain and trauma, and continue circling and circling and circling and circling and staying in the hurricane, the typhoon of trauma and grief, and we're allowing that to hold us back versus expand us, and allowing it to using it to move us forward, that's victim mentality. It's in victim mode.
Well, I guess it's time to get the guns. Because it's pew, 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 trigger time.
And you're not a victim. You have the power to grow. You have the power to change and shift your reality. You have the power to shift and change your timelines. You have the power to change your relationships. You have the power to change the world. But it starts with you. So if you're watching this and you experienced death, and even if you didn't experience death, but you're watching this, you don't have to experience death to shift, to change, to grow, to evolve, to expand, to spiritual awakening, to heal your traumas, to heal your pains. Everybody experiences, whether they had a good childhood or not, or they believe they do because they're trying to stuff it down or remember all the good times. Everybody has something that they're holding on to that's preventing them from moving forward. If you're not living in your most highest form and your highest self, and you're doing the things that make you and light you up, and if you're not having the passion and the freedom in your relationships, in your life, and you're not doing the things that you want and having the freedom to do that, then there's stuff blocking you. There are emotional pains blocking you. All right. Do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell notificator. Bing! Just like that. That's what it's going to do for you. No, it won't. But just hit the bell notificator to be notified when new videos, new messages drop and come out. Also, make sure that you are leaving a comment below, liking the message if it resonated with you. I also want you to leave me a comment saying what resonated with you. What resonated, what stood out to you? What did you feel when you watched that message on how my wife saved me? How death can be used for our highest good if we allow it to. What stood out to you the most on that one? Also, if you are ready to take the next step to be able to laugh through life and to really create and gain back more freedom, to gain back more passion, have more excitement in your relationships and in life, and begin creating a new reality, a new dimension of what you want, and doing what and being more of what you want, so that you can experience more fun. Then make sure you grab and click. Okay, make sure you click the link below. Get my video on the number one thing holding you back from having more fun in your life, because life should be experienced fully, not just when things are going well. Make sure you do that. Also, if you want to join the movement, the Laughing Through Life movement, you can get your own shirt to express, hey, I'm laughing through life. And I want to create this movement, this revolution of helping people laugh through life. And saying, I'm I am joining the movement. I'm not just grabbing my boobs here. Hey, I'm making you a point. Like, don't look here. I'm joining the movement. I'm ready to laugh through life. Are you ready to laugh through life? I got new shirts coming that not only does it say, Laughing Through Life, it has Why Ain't You Laughing on the back, and that's actually inspired from some guy that I saw on the street. Let's create this movement for the world to begin laughing through life. We've seen enough pain, we've seen enough trauma, we've seen enough war. Now it's time to really experience more freedom, to experience more expression, to experience more passion, and having more fun in the house, in the streets, and in the world. Go to the link below, grab that as well. Boom. Also, if you haven't, you ready? You want to go to the even next step, a little bigger step there? I want to invite you to join my healing class, Mo Flow, Mo Fun, on how to go with the flow and have more fun, and to attract and create the life and the freedom and the passion that you desire. It's a $47 investment. I mean, you get an hour and a half of my time, 2 hours of my time. It's a small group setting, but it's not designed for you to just come and listen and take notes and have your camera off. No, we're engaging. I'm using my gifts, my impact ability gifts, my intuitive healing gifts to facilitate healing. You can get more details below on how that works, how to sign up, get more details, how the healing works, how the group is going to be. If you're ready to go to the next step, if you're ready to laugh through life, if you're ready to have more fun, if you're ready to have more passion, if you're ready to experience more freedom, then go do it. Sign the link. Talk to you soon.
I've been waiting for the world to spin